One Sunday afternoon, Reverend Vicky comes home from church in a troubled state. A few hours later, her husband, Dr. Paul Jenkins, comes home from the local hospital. "Vicky, what's wrong? Did something bad happen at the church this morning?"
There was a congregational meeting today after the service, and I was told because of the church's dwindling and aging membership, it no longer has the financial resources to keep me as their minister full-time. So there are now two options: make me a part-time minister or fire me completely. As a part-time minister, I would only give sermons 2 times a month instead of every Sunday. If I'm fired completely, the church then becomes a lay-led congregation.
Firing you to save money would only accelerate the decline of the church, because a church without a minister is seen by most as a rudderless failure.
Yes, that's what I told them. But even if I am kept there, my activities there would be limited and I'd take a severe pay cut. What am I going to do, Paul? My whole life is defined by serving others as a UU minister, and that life is being taken from me.
First of all, even if you take a pay cut or get fired completely, I make enough money as a doctor to support the household. Second, the hospital actually is in need of a chaplain to help with the spiritual needs of patients there, so I can ask Whitney Owen and Charlie Wilson to hire you for that position so you can keep busy even when not serving at the church. And third, we could sell this house to raise money for ourselves and move back to the Smith-Wilson mansion. There is still room for us there, so why not do that?
I guess that would be more practical than us just living here. We only moved back here at all because otherwise it would be empty, and Carrie and I both agreed it was best to have a family or at least a couple like us here instead of just leaving it vacant. Since Carrie and I are co-owners of this house after mothers Lucy and Jessica died, I will have to consult with Carrie on what to do.
And so a series of phone calls are made.
I'm amazed at how quickly everything has worked out for us. So, this house will be put on the market, and once it is sold, the money from the sale will be divided equally between me and Carrie. I will be hired to work at the hospital, and we will move back to the mansion in the bedroom we had before.
Then let's start the moving process.
Now what?
Reverend Sims, this is Harvey Prim, President of the UU Church. I am calling you to let you know that the congregation overwhelmingly voted to keep you as our minister, but on a part-time basis. We can't afford to pay you a full-time salary, but having no minister at all would be suicide for the church, as you pointed out. A proposal to increase pledges from the members of the church by about 20% was also accepted. If we can get increased funding from the membership, we will certainly keep you.
Thank you. That is good to hear. Okay, let's get busy. We have a lot to prepare for. It's James.
Vicky, Charlie is already preparing the bedroom you and Paul were in before for your return, and soon I, Jen, and Mac will come to help you and Paul move back to the mansion. And don't worry about paying us rent again. Charlie and I have agreed to drop that as an issue due to you and Paul having less money to pay us.
Thank you. I still want to help support the household, though.
I understand, but we can deal with that issue when we all are ready.
This is how you know you are dealing with true friends. People who will support you and fight for you no matter how bad things may get.
You are right. With you and all those others, I am happy.